Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Legends Season 8 action. I'm joined tonight by two men, both in the same team, one of the top teams in Lads right now, whatever. I'm joined by the offlaner, Hobbes, and by the 4-player, Kbrk. How are you two tonight?
We're excited. I'm excited to be here.
I am also excited to be here. I can't wait to see what these
Oh
teams
my god!
do. We got a Shadow Fiend.
That's like the no crabs given. Second pick Shadow Team.
This is the I first picked Shadow Fiend in my pubs. We're gonna win this game.
Oh my god! Does anyone on this team play Shadow Fiend?
They played Shadow Fiend last time they played. It wasn't a win, but they at least dragged it to like a 50-minute loss, so...
Was it on mid, or did they put it on support?
They played the SF mid, but they had like Ember safe lane and like Void Spirit off lane and some weird stuff like that.
Okay.
They had they had one of the weirdest drafts I've seen in my entire life last time I played.
Really?
I feel like you could put Shadow Fiend on off lane and get like arcane boots. We're talking about anti-meta here.
This makes perfect sense. It's an excellent counter to both these heroes.
Yeah.
See, I'm pulling up the draft. I'm gonna put it in the group chat once I find it because it is an all-time like worst draft I've ever seen in my entire life. You guys
do we have the numbers on this Dawnbreaker hero? Like, how often do teams win with this hero?
A lot.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Right now, Dawnbreaker has a 56% win rate in Lads, but she is the number 2 most picked hero in Lads. So
it's not surprising.
Personally, I think Dawnbreaker is just a little overstated, but honestly, a bit of a yawn hero.
Oh, I know why I can't find it. It's they put it on the wrong tickets. That's Hammy's fault.
Oh no.
Oh.
They put it on the League 4 ticket on accident. But I'm putting the draft right now in the our group chat.
I don't think there's any mid hero you're trying to dodge on Shadow Fiend, so I think they probably ban, or they should be banning like a Darkseer here, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. Shadow Fiend, the problem with him mid is not actually his laning, it's when they collapse all their heroes in your jungle and they kill you.
So they just picked 5 mid heroes in this draft? Silencer, Ember, Void Spirit, Invoker, Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, it's the all-time worst draft I've seen in my entire life. So, yeah.
Go 5 mid strat?
The item builds are wild, too.
Like, this team, if nothing else, this anti-meta team's entertaining because they just decide, hey, we'll play Dota our way, we don't particularly care what anybody thinks about us. Versus this other side over here, they grab more standard stuff. I mean, obviously they have Sonnegat, who is one of the best carries in the league. Other than that, they've had some struggles building around him this season.
Yeah. I mean,
cool. They got a good support this time around, so that's going to help.
Was there someone in anti-meta who's like a perennial all-chatter?
Yeah, they have Dotto, Mr. League of Inbreds in-game. He is one of the most like serial all-chatters I've seen in my entire life.
No.
He is up there with like Whole City and Smiley and KU as like the all-time all-chatters in this league.
Oh no.
So we should expect some good content, is what you're saying.
Oh, without a doubt. Especially if these games start going in anti-meta's favor, then it probably will be some significant quantity of all-chat coming out. So yeah.
What flavor of all-chats does Mr. League of Inbreds go for? Does he like the question mark?
He just kind of hits you with the sort of base insults of like, yeah, you suck, your mother, sort of stuff. It's like it's not that deep, but it's
that's not very inspiring
commentary.
Yeah,
he doesn't get up your soul like Socrates and just give you a question mark.
I know once
that's what I want to see.
He was mad at the team he was losing to. He was like, "You guys just play 12 hours a day." But the funny part is, he said it into a team that literally has probably 12 hours combined in the last week. Like he did it to Sasquatch. For those who don't know Sasquatch, he plays very little Dota nowadays. He's mostly like a crypto and NFT trader nowadays. So he's like, you play. They told him, hey, Sasquatch, you play Dota 12 hours a day. When in all reality, he's pretty much trading online 12 hours a day, not playing Dota.
That's pretty. Wow.
I mean, I don't want to reveal too much about our team, but I don't play pubs.
Yeah.
You're not the only team that does not play. I know Canoe and the Canoobs do not play many pubs, and Earning the Winds don't play many pubs. So you're not alone in that sense. It's always good to play pubs, but
it's mostly there's some players on our team who are a bit of a grinders.
Oh yeah, we got some real grinders on our team.
I used to be a grinder, but
Really?
I am not currently much of a grinder.
I thought you were still a grinder.
Nah, I maybe get like 2 games a day.
I like this Disruptor hero a lot versus Clockwork. It's really good.
I have to grind back to 7K. Yeah, Disruptor. I honestly think this hero
Just
is
to get back to the game. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Too much lore here. Too much lore.
It's fine. You're free to say words.
Disruptor, Jakiro, kind of similar heroes, but if you see Clockwork Dawnbreaker, these heroes both died to Macro Pyre Disruptor ult. So it doesn't really necessarily matter if you pick 2 heroes that are likely supports that fill similar roles if you know what the enemy supports are going to do.
But what about when Clockwork gets his 25 talent and he has Magic Community within Cogs?
Good point.
Dude, if this game goes that long, I'll be somewhat impressed and somewhat disturbed.
So I don't really see why they picked this Winter Wyvern here. The Dire team is all Magic. So the E is not very good. The ulti doesn't do much.
Maybe it's a comfort pick.
I think it's a core.
I
think that's the only explanation.
It's a good matchup versus Shadow Fiend. I mean, Brightside, he's a support player, so Winter Wyvern mid.
I think this is exactly Winter Wyvern mid. I don't see how else they could lane this. And then they picked Spectre into it, which is like, I guess okay. Because you do percentage-based damage?
You guys have the all chat open, right?
I don't.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah, you're on to open the all chat.
I see.
You want to open the all chat. It begins. This is the guy. This is the all chatter.
Dude, he was all chatting us when we played him, and we didn't say anything, and then he just started all chatting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's capping too. There's no way Brightside is a handsome and lavish young man. Come on now.
Doesn't he have long hair?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Wow.
Damn.
I've seen Brightside. He's a good guy, but not a handsome and lavish.
Come on. Let's flame them for their Dota abilities, not for their personal qualities.
All right then. So if we're looking at one of the main problems of this Radiant side team, their middle laner's not a middle laner. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah,
that's definitely
that's the premium content. I think they just picked this Jug because it's a stable hero, and they're thinking they need some magic immunity.
I think this Jug is a super bad hero.
But Jug is not, I don't think, yes. I think Jug is not the most appealing hero of heroes you could pick. Why Jug? If you want magic immunity, I think Lifesteal. Oh, Lifesteal's banned. Okay.
Does the new Spectre build just insta-kill Winter Wyvern?
You build the Echo Saber into Ags into Orchid?
Yeah.
Probably. It's pretty good versus Winter Wyvern type heroes. It also probably doesn't care much about the...
Okay. They got a break. They got the break versus Spectre.
This is, I mean, you see Brightside literally all chatting, please ban Viper, and they didn't, so.
I mean, he didn't want to play it.
Yeah, I mean,
and who would?
He's the button presser, so he has the option to not press the button, but.
Who would want to play this hero? Let's be honest.
Okay, so it's.
It's the offlane Shadow Fiend.
It is a. Oh god, I can't tell.
I think it's a support Shadow Fiend, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what players.
Yeah, okay, so it is a mid SF. It is a 4 Invoker and a 3 Jakiro, I think. Is that right?
So who's Rice Cooker? I think.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, what you said makes sense. So that's probably what it is.
Is Beast the sub?
No, I think.
I feel like.
Isn't that the normal guy?
So it's a pause for invoker. Okay.
They normally have rice cooker, right?
I think it's usually it tags up in game sometimes as stuff. Where it's like usually after you get past the draft screen plans, you get different names and in the game. It should be rice cooker playing 4 on invoker because he played a 4 invoker the other night, so it wouldn't be too shocking if he does it tonight. But if you guys had to predict who's going to win off the draft alone, I like Radiant's draft. I think it's a pretty good game to play Radiant's heroes. What are your guys' thoughts here?
I actually think this kind of sounds silly, but I think Dire's draft is maybe better. I don't know. There's just a lot of weird heroes. There's a lot of chaos. I think
Radiant just picked bad heroes.
Yeah, I don't think their heroes are well matched. Like you pick Viper, but the Viper hero is just kind of the head.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think so. To give you some lore, Senior Kbrk.
I'll go with Dire.
To keep it interesting, I'll go with Radiant.
Sure.
So I think Son of God is a very good player, but I think this game is going to be very heavy for him.
That's been the story of the season for him, yeah.
I don't think this Dawnbreaker and Clockwork are going to have much impact.
Wait, this is a mid Viper?
Yeah.
And a pause 5 Winter Wyvern?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. So it's a 4v5.
Yeah, so it's a this gives you some opinions about some insight into our team lore. A position 4 player is very opinionated.
I can tell already. I mean, if you are just joining us, welcome to a 2-game series between 2 very high win teams. We have Antimeta on the Dire. We have Gregory and the Cool Kids on the Radiant. I think if either team loses, they're basically mathematically out of playoffs. So both these teams desperately need wins.
I mean, this is a good combo, right? Because I'll be rooting for the Radiant metaphorically, but Kbrk will keep us in check and explain to us why this Shadow Fiend position. So what?
We're seeing
2, right?
Wait. Yeah, no, it's Invoker mid, Shadow Fiend support.
Oh my lord!
Well, I've been lied to. Wait,
I told you.
No, it's an off-lane Shadow Fiend, right?
Yeah,
so it's a support. They're putting the Jakiro safe lane, and they're running the Spectre off lane. They're having the SF support the Jakiro. This is oh my lord!
So they're putting the Jakiro in the lane with the Clockwork. They're putting the Jakiro in the Shadow Fiend in the lane with the Clockwork, which is the hero that they picked to counter those 2 heroes.
It's some real anti-meta stuff, man.
Let's put the hero that has a good matchup with our hero in the lane with that. Okay, but this Shadow Fiend's doing a lot of damage. But oh wait, the Clockwork.
I'm still gonna side with Dire. Honestly, Radiant just picked 4 bad heroes.
Okay. Do you have a problem with Clockwork?
They have 3 good heroes. They have a.
I do have a problem with Clockwork.
Sure, they have Jug and they have Viper, but they have Wyvern, they have Clock, they have Dawnbreaker. Well, Wyvern's still a hero, I'm sure.
Wyvern is certainly a hero, but into 5 heroes with magic damage, it's kind of questionable as a support, I feel.
This is an underwhelming Wyvern game because it's actually pretty bad versus spec because you can't curse him and have him kill anyone.
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's not like a TA, for example.
And you actually don't nullify any of the Desolate damage. So even if I do think that Winter Wyvern is a good hero, as you stated previously, but I don't think it's a good game for it.
Completely agree. Also, I've seen crazier things in Pause 4 than Shadow Fiend, so who am I to judge?
That's true, but SF, usually a lot of the 4s, they have things like stuns and slows and ability to man fight, and SF has none of those things, so it's a bit odd.
I feel like this Viper matchup mid is actually even though you'd think it'd be good for the Viper because of the changes to Nether Toxin, and that the hero sucks now, it's probably not good with Viper.
I'm pretty sure you just outlast hit the Viper if
Yeah,
you go XOR.
you also you're super weak to physical damage. Ooh, but we
Yeah.
got this gank on mid. Oh no, it's too deep into the tower.
We'll call it a gank attempt that did not go too well. The timing is very off. We're seeing.
I appreciate it.
I'm not sure what's going on in the all chat right now, but we're already beginning the tips, the all chat lines, and first blood. Actually, it was a dive by Brightside. Somehow missed that one.
I was watching it, and yeah, it looked like the Invoker DC'd middle. He was just kind of getting auto attacked down by the Viper, but then he turned it around and killed him from like 10%. Just goes to show how strong Invoker is in this matchup.
I just did
you
not
say he
expect
DC'd? You're out of control.
He was standing still, getting run down by this Viper.
DC'd. Okay.
I'm just shocked it happened. I mean, that's just a very odd play there from, I guess, both mid laners in that case.
Yeah, I think the Viper really thought he was going to get the kill.
See, top lane though, Beast 2.0 is in danger. He will go down. Battery assault kills that man. I caught that one. We're now
dude, the shadow feed is just put him in the worst possible lane.
You're an offlane player. How do you feel about this Jakiro hero? You think he can carry any pos forward in the lane?
Oh my god.
I mean, Jakiro's good in lane with like clockwork and stuff, but like Tusk maybe, but not SF.
This is a meme because he doesn't think Jakiro offlane is a good hero, but Jakiro offlane is in my comfort list.
It's a pretty cool offlane. I mean, I've been playing a lot of 4 recently with a I've been playing some 4 recently with a Jakiro 3 player, and it's viable. It's not with SF in your lane.
See Kbrk. See?
Oh, good D-word mid by this Invoker.
Oh no.
Keeping us on track.
Oh, I just like really truly lost. Like, is the Jug matchup even like playable late game into Spectre? Like,
it's not.
I think it's just really bad.
You can get Silver Edge, but by that point, the Spectre should have enough items.
Is there a single hero in Dota Jug can play into late game though? Serious question: is there a single carry in Oracle? Okay, is there a single carry in Dota Jug that's favorable matchup into in the late game?
I think so. I think the like spin, the damage from spin with the like shard is like the only good thing about Jug right now.
Oh,
and, like,
you beat Lifestealer.
Oh my god!
You have Infest. I don't think you do.
I think you do with the Ags and like a missile.
Seeing top lane though, it's SF in danger. Sunstrike will come in, will hit there, but it's not enough damage to save that man. Down goes the Beast 2.0. Leave the Empress goes in, looks to hit the Jet, but it's not enough damage. Dual Breath is there on the Garda, but it's another kill for Radiance. SF now dead twice.
I think
he's got the wind lace, but it's not enough.
I think they kind of need this like. I think in order for them to beat Spectre, if they go late, they need like 3 core heroes, and then
Starbreaker's there, top lane, Jakiro isn't severe. Never mind, he's fine.
Yeah.
She's actually going to turn on the Garda instead. Beast 2.0 on the way down. In comes Clock, has Battery Assault looking for the Jakiro under that tower. Stick is there from Jakiro. Now Jet's under that tower. Cogs are there. Raze will miss. Down goes the Inbreds, but it's a trade though for Jet. Now Beast 2.0 turns the Garda. Garda though is just too fast.
Is Jet a sub? Isn't it normally?
Yes,
Smack?
he is. That is normally Smacktrix. That is not tonight.
Got it. See, this is why I need to be here, because Kbrk is not up on the lore.
I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are both new to the league, so it's you guys are definitely not league veterans in that sense.
Well, I make friends with people. Kbrk, he just mutes everyone.
Yeah, I have in my pubs. I have everyone all muted.
Lovely individual.
Same in the league, to be honest.
Yeah, he just makes sure to mute me before the game starts, so we have no idea what the other person is doing.
Probably a good idea.
Okay, let's see what's happening top lane.
You would think, by things that happen.
Oh my god, are they setting up for a kill on the Spectre? What is it?
Potentially, I mean, they have the Solar Guardian if they want to go for something wild and crazy, but no.
They do actually. It's
I don't know, the Spectre's doesn't have any more daggers, so they could potentially, like, I don't know, when Jug hits 6, he's got 2 levels on the Spectre. He's actually, like, really pacing the Spectre.
I mean, he safe laneed the Spectre.
It's a cool
Yeah,
attack once again, top
he
lane.
offlated.
SF will go down. Starbreaker from Garda finishes that one. It's now another death on Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, bot lane, Sonic God is on the dive. Urdu's slash spin is there looking for Karam, but he's tanking that tier 1 tower, but the speed is lacking. They will now retreat. It's simply 1 kill top lane. Good Antimeta by Karan, but still.
That Omni Slash on the Disruptor was really aggressive, and then he also did way less damage than I thought he would. He's also just like tanking a bunch of damage for this like catapult pressure, but
Wow.
Sunstrike
Healing
attempted.
ward.
are you about to flame healing ward?
No, I'm saying the healing ward, he stopped the healing ward.
Good tornado
and that's why.
mid lane by Beast. Now the Cold Snap and Meteor are there on a Jet. It's a dive there. Jakiro's now TPing and Viper Strike is there. Anthony Invoker to Clockwork now goes down. Now it's Brightside on the dive with Garda. Sword Guardian was there. Down goes Beast 1.0. The now move legal Inbred Starbreaker is there. Stunning under that T1 tower. Brightside is very low though. He's stuck. He's man fighting. Jakiro Disruptor are chasing. Need a few more hits. Need one more hit. Can they get it?
Oh my
Meanwhile,
god.
leave Inbred's.
Oh.
No, he doesn't hit the Jakiro!
He
Why
hit
did
the
the
wrong
Disruptor?
person. Oh no.
Brightside
Oh.
dead. What is going on?
Space for the SF.
Dude.
It is so hard to cast this game seriously. I don't even know that. It's so hard.
Dude. So thoughts on healing word late game name? Isn't that useful?
Well, no, I was just saying that's why he dodged the Sunstrike.
Oh
But-
yeah.
but
Because he
healing word is
stopped to
great.
cast it.
Yeah, because he stopped. That's all I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But healing word is great.
Healing ward. So, do you think healing ward is enough to bring to get Jug? So, I think with like healing ward, they have to create some like pushes with it. Basically, I think that's the only way they win this game is they start pushing their tempo because their Jug is farming much faster than spec. What
completely
items
agree.
do you want to see Jug go for?
Just active stuff. I'd be pretty sad if Jug went for a Battle Fury. I think.
He's got a
think-
Falcon Blade in the courier right now.
Oh yeah, I've seen our carry boots. He's a Falcon
think-
Blade addict.
But I think it's becoming popular now. I don't know particularly. Did they change something about Falcon Blade? They gave it more damage.
Bonus
more
attack
health.
damage. Yeah.
They nerfed Echo Saber, which might be in Cigarette. Any Echo's nerfed. Cigarette, we'll go for Falcon Blade instead. It's like a cheap intermediary item for a big item.
Makes sense.
Is he going double Falcon Blade? He's queuing up another Falcon Blade.
There's no
No.
way, right? There's no way, right? There's no way it's a good idea.
I've seen this as a build, but I don't know, dude. Doesn't he just need a?
So you're
Doesn't he?
still betting on Radiant, right?
Oh my! Are you seriously trying to cancel me right now? Don't you? I will. Next season we will be the woke team woke, and I will fully launch my cancel armada at you, Kbrk. I'll have you know. Okay,
Jesus.
they're getting a tower top lane, and it doesn't look like Dyer's gonna contest.
I mean, they're in the
They're
area,
on
but the siege
Dire?
unit is still hitting, so it should be a pretty free tower here.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, mid lane.
mid lane, we're seeing a
Oh.
fight right now. Brightside's man fighting with the Invoker top lane. We're seeing them go on. Garda, the Glimpse is there. Onto that now. Viper is there. Mid lane back to top lane. It's Garda being going on. Garda will dive to the raise with SF. Back to mid lane again. There, mid lane's
Top
over.
lane.
But there's 2 kills there. One on Brightside, one on Garda, both in the favor of the Dire.
I'm
Yeah.
just really confused what's like happening,
Oh, some shit. Wow.
dude. So deep.
That's the problem being an admin. It's like, am I supposed to tell him to stop at some point? Or just not do anything? Just, I don't know, man.
It wasn't that bad. I think if it gets worse, maybe.
It's minute 11, though. It's not going to get any better.
It's also just like it's not even a good insult because
No, it's not.
I'm sure Sunagod is like, what?
Like, you can at least go with, like, Sonnet Dog, maybe? Like, it's a, I don't know. Like a
Dog doo-doo?
It's both a misspelling and, like, a play on word. I don't know, man. You get options
Something
there.
more clever than that.
I appreciate criticizing the insult quality though.
So he's going for double Falcon Blade, Diffusal Blade, Shadow Blade.
Well, it's probably
What?
a Silver Edge, right? Because he's got the next broadsword queued up, so it's probably a Silver Edge.
Yeah.
Bot lane, though, it is Karan going on to GNG. The burn is there, but, well,
How does
GNG
he
slims back
farm
into
with
his
these
death.
items?
I don't think that's gonna cut it. I'll be honest. I think I probably would have suggested something like a damage item, like a Scotty, you know, just something you can man fight the Spectre with. Even a Satanic would not be bad. Like an SNY.
I don't know. I feel like you. I feel like you. Maybe if you want a Falcon Blade, that's fine. But don't you go like?
It's a big
Falcon
fight mid lane
Blade.
right now.
Nope.
Tornado's there onto the Viper, seeing a dive by the Clockwork Earn to tier 1 tower. Invoker 4 tops away though. We're seeing a Requiem come in, fearing around the two. Both of them made us go down. Slower Guardian is there, but it's not there in time. Jet and Garda are both dead. And Dire now run out. Bright side Glimpse is there. Wyvern is nearby, but can they man fight? Curse is there onto the Invoker, bringing in the Jakiro. Invoker is low, but still plenty of HP there. He will attempt to walk away from GNG. Meanwhile, Sonic God is there. Omnisslash is onto SF. SF goes down. Back to Wyvern. He's man fighting with the Invoker. Invoker wins that man fight for sure. So overall, it's a 3-for-1 trade. All in favor once again of the Dire.
Yeah, the Jug came from behind and omnied the SF.
That was the one good thing for Radiance. They had this its angle here to the left of the tower. But other than that, it was all Dire winning man fights here.
They're going on the Spectre and he doesn't have ulti.
The Spectre's in the wrong place, it appears. She will die now.
That's really unfortunate. That was...
Yeah, because they. I think like I was like
They're in a good spot.
really gonna favor, Radiant or sorry, Dire. Excuse me. You know, you don't play Dota much in one day, and then you start mixing up sides. But yeah, they just lost their carry for free on the back end, I guess. And now they might be able to turn this into a mid tower push.
Constant vigilance. Can't let your guard down.
I guess. I mean, I don't. I guess he's going for this like timing push with the double Falcon Blade defusal, and he's like, we need to end the game early. But I don't see why like you can't end the game early with like a Maelstrom, Manta or something. I don't know. I don't. Neither of us really play carry, so.
I'd probably go SNY Scotty personally.
Seeing a good gank here with the Radiant onto the Spectre. Can they find her? Clockwork is hasted. Jakiro, though, is backing up. Cogs are there on the Karan. Incomplete fire hitting there on the Jet.
Dagger ran out.
Sunstrike comes in. Down goes Jet, but it's a trade, though, for Karan.
2 kills in a row on the spec.
Could have lived with the ulti.
Yeah, he could have lived.
Like, I play carry, but I only play good carries. I don't play Jug. Mid lane, though, it is GNG who's cold snapped. The Wyvern Curse is there onto the Invoker. Now in comes Slower Guardian from Garda. It's a 3v1 onto the Invoker. Invoker sip a Sunbreaker and now goes down. They now move to Jakiro. Dual Breath is there onto the Wyvern. They turn once again onto Jakiro. In comes SF. Down goes Wyvern. But Jakiro still very low. Guard on the dive. Requiem comes in. Fears onto 2 of them, actually. Jakiro still has silence is there onto Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker goes down. Fantastic silence and typical TN. Now in comes Haunt. Karan haunts in and immediately runs away. But Dire win the fight.
He's got a Spirit Vessel on Jakiro and a Blink Dagger on Jakiro on Shadow Fiend.
The Shadow Fiend has the team on his back right now.
He just blinked in and killed someone with Race.
I'm a believer.
Alright. Oh no, dude! The Radiant is just taking these fights like and getting like important kills. They got the Invoker and the Spectre, right?
Yeah, I kind of wish the Spectre was playing a little safer.
I don't know anything about carries who die randomly.
I mean, it's you're supposed to not do that usually when you play carry. You know, it's
that never happens to carry players.
Not ours.
Not ours.
Nah,
he's a
your
baller.
carry player is actually good though, so yeah.
No, he's a baller. He does die randomly, but he is a baller.
He's great.
I assure you, if you were watching him the way that I was, and that's not randomly, it's calculated guesses which he calculates incorrectly.
Yeah, no, I appreciate him.
He's all calculated. He is all calculated, but
seems like it, that's for damn sure. Bot lane though, the T1 to she's denied by Garda. He is in severe danger though. Sunstrike comes in. Garda dies to beast Sunstrike.
Dude, oh my god.
I would have done it.
You would have done it?
I would have done it.
You also would not be worth 275 gold.
No, well, it depends on the hero.
Okay, good point.
Well, he just finished the defusal on the Juggernaut.
They're keeping it interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, the interesting thing is this defusal blade, even if it might not be our choice, he can just kind of run down supports, and they don't really have any way to stop him when he's spinning.
He's going to have a shard very soon too, which will be nice for him.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I want to note that Jug has been trying to clear this stack.
Bright side's dead again, mid
minutes.
lane, Meteor, Dual Breath, Necropire. He has been hit by the Embrace of the Wyvern, but doesn't matter. Now it's a Blink Requiem from Beast 2.0. Fears are out of the 4, actually. Bright side dead, but the Fear is massive. Jet now dead to the Razors. It's Garda, who Starbreakers and Man fights. The Vessel hits him as well. Down goes Garda. It's 3 kills for the Dire. And Subject from... No, never mind, misses.
So the problem is they're trying to play up-tempo versus the Spectre, but they can't fight them as 4 people.
And it's the Beast 2.0, another kill. A triple raise for a triple kill. This man is, as said earlier, putting the team on his back.
Tip him.
You know, if you can't play Shadow Fiend mid, why not just play position 4?
Alright, Sonic God is... Never mind, it does not work. The Omni Slash is there, but it bounces to the creeps. He's still running at typical TN. He bullwhip slows onto the Disruptor. Apocalypse comes in, Cogs there, disrupting the fight for the Dire. Typical TN should Dire, but can Dire avenge him? Spectre has used Haunt. Jet is now dead. They want Sonic God. That's the big kill if they can get it. But it appears to be a bit too hard. Brightside has respawned, has once again arrived, have Viper Strike there onto Shadow Fiend, but he has to run away once again. But it turns into a support for support, 1-for-1.
Yeah, that's like one of the really like feels bad elements of Jug. It's like, I feel like the most unique thing about him is Omni Slash and your Shard right now. And Healing Word.
Yeah, they're still fighting. I mean, Sonic God has the Healing Word, though. The curse is there onto Karan, but there's quite literally 0 follow-up, so...
They just don't. They don't have damage if Viper's not close enough. And the part of the problem with Viper is you've got 320 damage. Or 320 movement speed. Yeah, not damage. That'd be wild.
You kind of need a blink on this hero, but then it doesn't feel good because you need all these other items.
And you farm slowly because of how much they nerf Nether Toxin.
Yeah, like kind of we said in the big phase, the not the strongest heroes in this patch.
We're seeing multiple fights break out. Karan is like in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Sonic God is being gone. Back to mid lane once again. Disruptor is low. Wyvern is there. Sunstrike comes and hits the bright side. Silence is there from typical TN. Hookshot misses from Clock. Disruptor is still alive. His courier's now dead. Now the Rocket Flare from long range will kill him. Now it's Doug who's running at Jakiro. The Diffusal Slow is there. Jakiro's TP'd away in time.
The question is...
Now in comes Tornado and the MP. And there onto 2. Wyvern is in severe danger. Wyvern will go down. Sonic God is spinning. He is man-fighting. Omni Slash in 30. Healing Word is there. Radiant are now on the run. Now re-engaging Invoker. Jukes and Jives now 4 staffs away, but they have slowed the Diffusal onto Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is being gone under the Tier 3 tower. He will now go down. Cogs damage gets the last hit on that one. Big kills there for the Radiants. But Invoker wants to fight still. He has Cold Snap there on the Clockwork Meteor. Indefinite Pass will come in. Down goes Clockwork. Healing Word certainly not enough. And now they're actually hitting Jug, who has spin and TP. Spins and TPs in time. XD in the all chat from Sonic.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, I would say.
What about bottom lane?
The Spectre just farmed like 4 or 5 waves by himself. Just chilling on his way to... He's 700 gold away from Aghanims.
Factual.
The one thing to keep in mind is, with the I mean, he has to have... I don't think there are that many heroes you can just like Aghanims kill right now.
With
so you have to have a little
Invoker?
But yeah, he does have a setup. So if he has like Aghanims plus like a Jakiro slow or a Spirit Vessel.
Wyvern is dead, but keep talking.
Yeah. Dead.
Oh, maybe
he's
not.
Still dead.
Nah, he's dead.
Okay, there it is.
The Spirit Vessel means no hope. It also sets up the beast spells perfectly.
Sure, going on to Garda as well. If Ice Wall slow there, Hookshot comes in, stuns the Invoker, but doesn't work thanks to the Plasma Field. Now, Haunt is there, Omni Slash is there, but once again kills nobody. Another failed Omni Slash, and now Dire have numbers for now. Wyvern no buys back into the fight, so it's a 5v5. Once again, Dire on the run. Ice Path comes in, stuns on only one. And now EMP will be there onto the Wyvern as heroes being run at. Clockwork is there, and Cogs are there onto the SF. Solar Garden is there. From Garda, down goes Jakiro, down goes Clockwork, down goes SF. So now it's a 2-for-2 trade plus a buyback from the Radiant, and they're running at Disruptor. This should be a free kill for the Radiant. They have a lot of damage, and it's one level 12 Disruptor. Indeed, he will die. So it ends up being a 3-for-2 trade in favor of the Radiants.
Spectre didn't TP. Also, Spectre's not disassembling Echo Saber for Aghanim.
I mean, maybe
Maybe
she
he
likes
does-
Echo.
Maybe she just doesn't want the orchid.
Orchid?
Isn't that kind of the point, though?
It is.
I thought that was the point.
That is the
they did
point.
this build. Yeah.
Rip.
Okay. I don't know what to say then.
You know, you got the Echo Saber, you're anti-meta, you farm a little faster, you know.
He was truly anti-meta, he would have bought a Radiance. We're seeing a Tornado and an EMP onto the Wyvern, but it makes time for Radiant to grab the Roshan. E just goes to Jug, and now Radiant run forward. But Beast has used Ghost Walk. They do see League of Inbreds, though. He will pig pull, but can he escape? Bullwhip will slow. Sonic God is spinning, looking for the Jakiro, but he has no Omni Slash. He may be in a bit of danger here. Ice Path is pump fake twice.
They got a glimpse.
They gotta, if they glimpse him into, he could have just...
It might be go time now.
I think they still do
There it is. Glimpse is there now. Into the Ice Path and the Requiem. Can they cancel the Requiem? The Invis from the Glimmer Cape of who had the Glimmer Cape? From the... Wait, who actually had the Glimmer Cape? Oh, Shadowblade.
Shadowblade.
The Shadowblade.
No, but they dusted anyways.
And now they go on to Disruptor, who gets the Static Storm off in time, but it's not enough to save him. Meteor comes in onto Jug. Jug actually loses the Aegis. Hookshot is there onto the Invoker. He'll get Cog knocked back, but he's a bit too fast. Dust are there slowing him. Radiant are running at the Invoker. He first halves himself now. Deafening Blast brings back 2. Meanwhile, Jug and Viper running after Jakiro. They want this kill. They're pigging him out. Invoker appears to be out, but Jakiro, we dove under the tower. Meanwhile, Tornado's there on the Garda. Garda is being stunned. Back to Jakiro. He's being dove under the tier 2 tower. He's slowed now. Omni Slash is there, but he force halves out of the Omni Slash. And now Invoker's still Duke Spin is there on Jakiro. Jakiro will go down. So Radiant pick up one more kill, and they're now TPing away.
They're
And
not
Radiant
even
grabs the
with
tower.
all their heroes.
This is awkward because he types nice Omni, but I don't even know if he needed the Omni.
Yeah, it wasn't a very nice Omni.
I feel like he just is just like letting Senor Jakiro off lane get into her head a little bit.
Maybe he's preemptively all-chatting before Jakiro does?
I mean, I like this rotation from Jakiro, from Juggernaut. You gotta, since you're in a bad carry matchup, you do need to push the Spectre off waves. Unfortunately, your hero is weaker than Spectre, even at 25 minutes, unless you have your Silver Edge. So he can kind of just say bye. But
This
you know,
Viper picked
Radiant
up a
has
BKB.
the Radiant. His BKB is pretty significant.
Garda is in danger. He's Ice Path into Meteor. He's a BKB though, and he actually engages. Starbreaker misses onto the Invoker thanks to a Force Staff from the Invoker, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's some spells on cooldown plus the BKB of Garda.
I mean, I think they have this timing where they have BKBs and spin, and a lot of their heroes don't really touch them. The awkward thing that I kind of just realized is they picked Juggernaut into Disruptor, and that's like Disruptor is very good in a lot of ways against Lifestealer type.
I see what you
heroes.
mean. Yeah.
It's just a little confused because he's the instant silence can cause a lot of problems because he can get comboed. Like Jug might, if this game goes late, he might feel like he needs BKB. And
You can spin out a glimpse, though, obviously. But
you can spin out a glimpse, but if he's fast with the Static Storm kinetic field, he catches you.
Disruptor's getting harassed.
Yeah,
But
we're
our-
seeing a Shadow Step from Karan as well, but it's only harassing Brightside. Disruptor remains alive, and this tower is slowly being
They're
sieged.
pinging the Spectre.
And he is invis on the Jug as Omni Slash and 2, but Karan's a little bit too fast. Back to mid lane. It's Viper being gone on. Ice Path is there. Necropire is there. Static Storm is there, but he BKBs. Now Disruptor will go down. They now move to Jakiro, who's under his tier 2 tower mid lane. Hookshot is there from the clock, and he will be gone on. Haunt is there, but Spin is killing. Now it's a Blink of Requiem there. On Viper is the target, but Garda is healing. Back to the backlines of the Radiant. Clock goes down. Jug is invis, but Radiant run a Karan. Starbreaker, it stuns. It's a huge stun. SF, Invoker, they try to help, but can they do it? Ice Ball is there, it's slowing. But Karan dies to Omni Slash. They are not playing games. It is a 3-for-1 trade now. GNG is gone on by the Arcane Blink Shadow Fiend. He will go down, so it's a 2-for-3 now. But Radiant maintain all 3 cores, and they will siege the mid-tier 2 tower.
I mean, I think this, you know, it's weird because This Viper is really strong this game, but he's always running out of mana because the heroes were up. Like he doesn't have any mana regen items, so he halfway through the fight he just runs out of mana for poison attack, and they have to commit Omni to kill the Spectre.
I don't want to harp on this anymore, but the Spectre not going Orchid and disassembling the Echo Saber is really hurting them, especially against a Jug who is never going Manta this game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because they can pick him off with an instant silence. Well, he does have the Shadow Blade, but you can divide us.
Well, Garda's being... Oh, dear God, Garda is one shot by the Requiem from Beast 2.0.
Let's go.
You got first item Arcane Blink. You want to talk to me about that? You want to talk to me about that? Dude, he can actually just like solo kill people. High impact position 4 player right here.
I can do this.
Are we going to do this in our next game?
Maybe.
All in.
Ban it, please. Ban it. I might do it.
He might do it. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Dire
it just might work.
Left a neutral on the ground.
Oh no.
Left it. I'm drawing a lot of squares around it because it bothers me.
It's a good one too.
It's an Elven Tunic, the exact item Karam probably wants, and it's just there. He's gonna look at the neutral. I was like, "Hey, where's my Elven Tunic, guys?" And it's in my square. And Radiant like to see it.
Viper?
Do they see it? They're walking over it. They pinged it.
That's it. It's over.
Disastrous. Radiant though did smoke as I believe floor. And now Shadowstep is there on the bright side, so they know bright side is there in mid lane, but Radiant are nearby. Hookshot misses onto the Invoker though. He's dusted now. Jet goes forward, Battery Assault is there, but he's now glimpsed back by the Disruptor. Now Blink Acclaim is there on the bright side is low, but Garda is healing. BKB is there on the Viper. Now Wyvern is target of the Ice Path. He's half HP, Fire is there. Haunt is committed. Beast 2.0, TP's away. In time. Meanwhile, GNG is still dead. Meteor comes in from the Invoker, down goes that. I'm just there on difficulty. It's a support for support trade now. But Radiant have the numbers. They want to go for more. But can they find more?
To get out on Dire, it's really good.
They go Tri-Camp. They've now slowed the Jakiro with that Enchanted Quiver right-click from the Viper.
Viper is feeling like a baller, but might need to be a little careful.
Is TP just there in time again?
They don't actually, without Clockwork, I guess they don't have that many stuns.
Nope.
Like, it's mostly just the Starbreaker, which is not particularly reliable and takes a second to cast. So it can be hard to catch people.
Yeah, no Basher either, Jug.
I mean, but they are just kind of getting to farm the map, though. They do need to be careful, because I really think the later they go, they have a lot of things to deal with this Jug.
Once the Spectre gets Scotty, it's fully online, I would say.
Yeah, because he can just... I mean, he doesn't really care about Jug for the most part at that point. He also can just stick on top of any target, and they basically always will die.
The Jug sold his Falcon Blade, his second Falcon Blade, over Magic Wand, I guess.
Why did he buy the Falcon Blade? He's going to sell the Falcon Blade. That's my question. Disruptor, though, is in severe danger. Swift Slash is there. Glimmer is there in time, but it's not going to save him. Down goes Disruptor.
I mean that's probably where they lost a bunch of their you saw their network lead dip a bit. That's probably what it was.
Imagine if it was just a Yasha. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not high MMR meta players, so you know.
No, I'm a noob.
No pro guides. No pro guides.
I'm a noob. I play against pro players in my pubs and I lose to them all the time. So
canceled. All right. I mean, I know Sunny God. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's at 0 deaths.
No, he's been certainly playing well.
He's got so unlucky with some of his Omni Slashes. And he's making a hero that I would say is peak sort of unexciting look quite good. So, you know,
maybe this is the way to make Jug viable.
Yeah. The double Falcon Blade.
Roche spawning in 5 seconds, by the way.
That's a relatively early respawn as well, so Radiant,
do think
they have Garda in the pit right now. They have him literally in the pit.
they're just waiting, and then he can ult, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Mid lane, Swift Slash is there. Disruptor's being spinned on. He will go down. Now in comes Shadow Step. Dire may look to engage here, but Radiant have the numbers once again, and Ice Path will be there onto the Jug, but that's to no effect.
I mean, the best part about Jug is that you can jump people without really committing cooldowns. But the problem is it takes like 5,500 gold to do something that other carries can do just in their kit.
It is a good axe game, though.
Yeah, it's like I will say this shard and this Aghanim Scepter is really good against all their heroes.
You just saw that, right?
Yeah, he just ulted onto the high ground.
He just used Shadow Step on the clock, used Dagger, and then immediately left for quite literally 0 gain.
It's
the mental
anti-meta.
game.
You know, mental damage.
I suppose so, but that's a lot of mana damage for Spectre.
But we've talked about this as a team. One of the reasons we like PL so much is you can fountain dive the enemy team and commit moral damage. So the game 2, easier W.
That's a real strat right there.
Well, Roshan goes to the Radiant, Aegis goes to Jug, Shard to the Dawnbreaker.
It's a good smoke. It's 3 on 5.
Yeah, Dire are going to their own tri-camp right now. Smoked is 4. They have a Tornado there onto the Clockwork. That is the opening target with the Meteor there. Definitely Blast comes in. Down goes Jet. Now Dire want to get more than simply a clock. They see GNG. Blink Requiem is there. The Fear is there onto the Wyvern. Wyvern certainly will go down.
Do you see how he's feared and trapped? And that's
Yeah.
That's so cool.
They see the Jug.
Jug has Omni Slash and Swift Slash. Swift Slash is committed. Omni Slash is committed as well. Jakiro remains alive. Disruptor has to sacrifice his life to save Jakiro. And now Sonagon wants this kill. He desperately wants it. He's much faster, but Invoker is nearby. Spin is committed, as is Shadow Step in return. Now Sonagon is on the run. Soul Guardian comes in from the Garda, and now they've stunned onto the Invoker, so Slash is there. Invoker is the target if they can get it, but Viper's just so slow. Now Jakiro forces away. Back to Invoker. Starbreaker is there. Invoker is done. Invoker goes down. And Radiance want more than that. They still have Aegis.
Dude, he walked back to cast Ice Wall and then got clicked down by Brightside. The Brightside, his shard is going to help them take towers quite quickly.
Definitely.
Actually pretty important because they really have to break high ground with this team. Even though I think it's
they have a Requiem in 2 seconds actually. They can go again if they really want to. We're seeing a bash on Jakiro. Sonagon is spinning. In comes Garda. We see Scepter Silence there on a 2. Now in comes Blink Requiem. Sonagon, Aegis lost. Garda low. Garda down. Garda, no buyback either. Now Sonagon is the target. Swift Slash once again is committed onto Karan. He's on the run but has no spin quite yet. Penalty is there onto the Spectre. Now the Ice Blast comes in. Down goes Karan. Invoker has bought back, but it might just be too late. The Sonagon is glimpsed back into the base. They need this kill. They will get this kill. Cataclysm comes in. Down comes Sonagon. 10 streak goes to the Invoker.
Well played.
Yeah,
2 huge kills.
By both teams.
I don't know. They had to buy back on Invoker. It's hard to say. Like, they got 2 kills, forced to buy. Pretty big buyback. But if they start hemorrhaging kills on... I mean, I don't think this Jug is playing in a way where he will hemorrhage kills. But another death and they could really start breaking open the map for Eldire.
This is starting to look like a classic Spectre game.
Yeah, that is always the Spectre fear. If you're in a bad carry matchup and you die one time... It's usually not one death that's a problem. It's like the second death. Like they got a lot from that death. Like that death, not a lot they could do about it. But next death could be scary.
Roche is in 5 minutes, so it's not super soon either.
I would really like to see this Jug get like some sort of like mobility item, maybe like a Swift Blink.
Yeah, I like Swift Blink a lot this game for him.
He might kind of lack damage, but I don't know.
I don't think you have the slots.
Yeah, it's awkward because he both kind of needs damage to kill people quicker in Swift Slash, and he kind of when he's running at people, they have enough time to react and sort of make it so his Swift Slash doesn't instantly give people.
All right, Radiant just smoked.
Yeah,
without
they're
the Jug.
smoking S4. Jug is a bit behind them. Perhaps they'll bait him in a lane here. Seeing Witchblade now going over the Radiant. Took him a while to grab the Witchblade, actually, thanks to being on a cliff. But now it's Radiant. In the dire side, jungle, past the Opus, looking towards the tier 2 air shot is there onto Disruptor. Disruptor certainly will go down. Can Radiant find more? They found SF. Swift Slash is there. Spin is there. They want the Beast 2.0. Down goes Shadow Fiend. He has no buyback, and Radiant want more. They see Jakiro. Omni Slash. The bash as well. Jakiro is the target. He will use, but now Invoker is cursed. Both of them are very low. Jakiro dead. Invoker the target. He has no buyback. He is dead. It's also dieback on Invoker. Dead for 2 minutes. And Radiant siege high ground 5v2.
Yeah. I don't think Spectre can defend without Invoker.
They can just end. It's over.
Can they macro part of the... No, I think that's probably not enough, right? They could definitely end with Healing Ward and...
Viper.
All chat.
So is he gonna get banned for all chatting?
Where's
the equality here?
Alright. Karan is in, but he's taking a lot of damage. Now gets away with the Aghanims once again. And now, Clockwork actually goes down to the dagger of Karan, but Radiant focus the throne. They are hitting it for now. Ice Path is there on it too. Dire trying to defend. Starbreaker is there. It is stunning. Throwing those half HP Solar Guardian stuns onto Karan once again. Thrown quarter HP. Radiant are on a typical TN now dead. He spins onto the Jakiro as well. He'll use himself. Karan trying to man fight the throne is just so low. Jakiro now dead. Karan tries to fight the throne. It's just dead. Radiant. Gregory and the Cool Kids, aka Mr. Trick and the Manless, take game number 1.
That was
good. That was a good game.
That was really fun.
The Viper couldn't end because he had no mana.
But Viper is just so sad. Such a sad hero. He's so sad right now.
That was certainly an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
I don't know why they put the Spec versus the Jug.
I think that lost them the game, to be honest. Also, the Echo Saber.
I don't like why. What?
But I'm fully on board with the Shadow Fiend 4.
No, dude, that Shadow Fiend 4 Premium Invoker. Those two were probably the MVPs, I would say, for that Dire.
I'd agree with you.
I'm just waiting to press the swap teams button. No, yeah, there we go. But back to the game in question. That was a wild and crazy Dota game there. I'll agree with you guys on that one. I mean, it was looking at the player net worth graph, and we see for a long time Invoker was just owning, but alas, Jug came online and Karan just really didn't.
Yeah, unfortunately, it never seemed like he found enough farm, and he was working on that Scotty for a while. Meanwhile, the Juggernaut went 2 Falcon Blades and just killed everything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there had to have been some way, like, they had much better spell. I mean, well, I guess part of the problem for the anti-meta draft is they have no real front line. So there's no one really that Mr. Tricks and the Manless feel forced to cast spells on, except for like a back. Like they have 4 backliners and a Spectre.
Oh, definitely. The Jakiro Shadow Fiend offlane provides no front line where you normally see like I don't know a Sanking or a Tusk or something. You know?
I think they needed like I don't know. I think they needed. Yeah, I don't get. I was mentioning this with like the Disruptor Jakiro. I would like to see them pick some kind of frontliner of some variety. Like I don't care if they go, like I don't care if they go for like this like weird cheesy lots of spellcasters thing, but you do need some person to just like get spells cast on.
It doesn't have to be a guy either.
It could be a Dawnbreaker.
I'll be right back, boys. I'm sure you guys got this. Gonna grab some more
water.
water.
See the Venge man.
Enjoy your water. Yeah, it could have been Venge as well. You know, you're running with the Ags, you die, you come back to life.
Could be a Marana, very tanky hero.
Well, that's not good. So do we expect a Night Stalker ban? Just mirror
I think people
mirror
are gonna be.
bans?
I think it's gonna be boring again. I think they're gonna ban Night Stalker. I don't think
I-
they're. Tiny.
I
That
think-
makes sense.
There's no way it takes this long if it's gonna be Night Stalker again.
Yeah.
They're like thinking about something else, right?
Yeah, if it's just Night Stalker, I mean, yeah. Yawn. I don't get why
Yawn.
people like banning Venge. I think that hero is overrated right now.
I mean, Tiny is the
5 seconds remaining.
that's the hot stuff. That's the
The
stuff.
special sauce.
Everyone's talking about the Tiny nowadays.
Bane.
Bane, I think everybody knows Bane's good. Good
Bane's a
laner.
good hero. Bane's definitely a good hero. Good in
Bane's a good
lane.
hero.
Grip is good. Hard to argue with grip.
10 seconds remaining.
They nerfed him recently, but you know.
Seconds remaining.
The celestial spirit of Drain.
I mean, it's a guy. Let's be real.
Okay.
Team
Have you seen those teeth?
It's got wisdom teeth.
Dawnbreaker ban. I believe that is merited given its win rate in the current season. Do
Yeah.
you think we're going to see Dawnbreaker at TI?
Probably. I mean, I think it's just stats are really high, so you can play it.
I think we're going to see Weaver at TI.
I think we're gonna see Weaver too. Snapfire. That's an unexpected first pick.
I don't think we're going to see Snapfire at TI. That's my read.
seconds remaining.
I think you're probably right.
But they are anti-meta, so, you know.
Snapfire is a cool hero. I think Snapfire is a lot of magic damage, and you enable other heroes on your team. That's usually how I think about it.
So it's like a worse Grimstroke.
Okay, that's a negative way of putting that. But probably.
Yeah, you know, it could be really aggressive. You could take towers quickly with it, which is pretty cool. You can do Roche quick with it, which is pretty cool. Silencer, that's been some hot shit as well.
Silencer is also real good versus Snap. You ult when he ults, or when she ults.
Radiant team
True. There's the Weaver. There's the bug.
I don't know.
I love the bug.
Is Weaver good versus Spirit Breaker though?
I think it's kind of bad versus Silencer and Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, it's like.
But
Not ideal.
I still think the bug is really good this patch.
5 seconds.
And ultimately, Silencer is a hero that you can probably one shot at multiple points of the game as Weaver.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the thing with Weaver is even the bad matchups. If you know a hero's a bad matchup, you just like kill them before you know that you're coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the things about like really strong carries is like really strong heroes are able to deal with their bad matchups in some way that's not too difficult for their game.
Yeah, I think either that or just being able to catch up, right? Like all these TVs and stuff.
Yeah. So even if they have like a ton of magic damage in the early game, you can go hit creeps, which is one of the problems with Weaver. I think.
Really, I think with the new Q, you can do Ancients pretty efficiently, actually, because they go down to 0 armor.
That is true, but I think Weaver farms quickly-ish, but isn't really like a flash farmer. You
You're
can
probably
like
rushing Maelstrom on the hero.
You can go
That
Maelstrom,
is
and
true.
if you buy Shard as well, like Maelstrom Shard is legit one of the best farming tools in the game. Because the thing is,
Yep.
if you swarm a stack and then hit with Maelstrom, you hit every single target with the swarm of hits. So you're guaranteed to get like 2 or 3 Maelstrom procs. You know, it's guaranteed to just destroy the stack. So Weaver's not great early. Once he's a great mid game farmer.
that's true.
Yeah.
More, I'm thinking like the when you hit level 6, if you're not winning the lane,
5 seconds
it can be really hard for you to know where to go.
Let's start it
I
here
feel
for
like-
you.
Yeah, I feel like this hero is starting to get out from under the radar, but I think it's actually very, very.
It's one of those things too. You don't even have to run him carry either. Like you've seen a number of South American teams, i.e., Infamous, run Weaver offlane a lot. So you can flex it 1, you can flex it 3. You have a lot of options with where you want to run this Weaver here.
You can also
Yeah.
probably run it 4. The minus are it's like trades really well. Didn't Acid Rain do that?
That's Acid Rain though. This dude will play Sniper 4. That guy's crazy.
But will he play
You're
OD
giving us
4?
ideas.
But will he play OD4?
Yeah. Will he play OD?
I think he actually has, so you may be behind him on that one, Mr. Kbrk.
Okay, I don't want to reveal what I'm going to pick for the next round.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on this. Alright. You got the Invoker ban, that makes sense, considering the Invoker was carrying them. Now they're banning the Jug and the I think because they want to pick these like toxic cast dump all our spells on you and hopefully you die strategies. It seems to be sort of anti-meta's preferred thing. They're banning carries with self spells. I think the goal for anti-meta is dump all our spells on Son of God and hope he dies.
I think if I were drafting for Dire, I'd be super high on these bans. These are not heroes you'd want to pick into Silence Kbrk anyways. If I were playing carry for Dire, I'd probably want like a Medusa type hero. Or maybe like a Luna or a TB. A hero who either doesn't care about being gone on easily or can just buy its mana as part of her build naturally. That's what I would want to do if I were playing Dire. I would not be playing Lifesteal or Jug at all.
Yeah.
If you were Radiant. Yeah, I totally agree.
No, Dire. If I were Dire, I'd be super happy with his Radiant bans.
Oh yes, exactly. Because you wouldn't want to be facing like the Lifestealer or the Jug or any of that stuff.
Like, you do not want to be playing these. If you're Dire, you do not want to be playing these fucking heroes at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to play
These are really bad bans.
I think PL might be good, but the other two not a good band.
No, not at all.
Oh well.
I could see them picking like a Legion commander here on Dire.
I could see that. They probably just need some way to get guaranteed lockdown on Weaver. A puck could be good.
What
it works with the Silencer too.
What about Tidehunter?
I don't think it's sufficient lockdown.
I like Tide.
So Tide.
I know Hobbes likes Tide.
Yeah, so I can talk to you about the end of the. So Tide and Weaver is a very swingy matchup, as illustrated recently.
Didn't I cast you playing Tide into Weaver like yesterday?
Yeah. So
it didn't go.
We'll not talk about that game, but it's
that was the warm up game for the second.
Yeah, I played that match. It's very swingy. The player who has an item up feels like they're a god and can't be touched. I will say it is probably Weaver favored because usually when you pick Weaver, you pick it with some like toxic position 5 hero, like Dawnbreaker.
Because the Q doesn't get taken.
Yeah, because
your range.
Because it doesn't get damage block, and you do enough damage. You do enough damage that you go over the top of the crack and shell proc.
Ooh,
but
we got a pudge.
Yeah, the pudge. I think so. It's probably Snapfire laning with the Weaver.
We have some bug on bug action here. I actually really like the Nyx versus the Weaver. It's a super Nyx favorite matchup.
Yeah, because you what's it called? You use the E on the Sakuchi, and you can also burst them from Invis, and the mana burn is really annoying.
Yeah, you just run into lane and maxing mana burn, and the Weaver can't play. Great.
I would say Tide would probably be good here, but I don't necessarily think I wouldn't necessarily prioritize it here unless you like love Tide or don't see anything else.
It's good for the Radiant, but I think one of these two heroes is their offlaner between the Pudge and the Snapfire. Or do you not think so?
I think they're probably both supports, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Pudge was an offlane. Because that seems like a anti-meta, I think.
Yeah,
so it's probably Pudge offlane. So they're like lots of skill shots.
Yeah.
You need to like hit your skill shots for them to be good, though.
Yeah, it's 3 skill shots, right? With the cookie, the hook, and the arrow.
Oh no!
And
Why?
you can nix E all of them.
I also don't know why. Like, I guess it's Antimeta. I don't know why. Like, they don't
Didn't
have
we
any.
do this?
They don't have any damage. They don't have any like damage. Like, they don't really have great damage for when they hook someone. Like, oh yeah, you arrow them. Like, who cares? I don't know.
This is
Like,
a pretty good Void game.
you want setup. Yep. The problem, as previously stated with Void, is if
10 seconds.
you don't have a place to farm and you can't take fights, it can get pretty rough pretty quick.
Although I will say Pudge and Snapfire are both pretty decent against Void.
Pudge saves Snapfire.
You just ulti on the
You
bubble.
ulti on the thing and you can't hit anyone. Yeah.
Team ban.
Also, if you get Ags, you can blink next to the chrono and
and
save
eat
someone.
them.
Yeah.
Same with Pudge actually with the shard as well.
That's actually pretty good against both of them.
I
think
still
they're
like the
mostly-
dire side draft. I think Dires is a much better draft right now.
Oh, I agree.
You're
I
not
think
wrong.
so too.
I mean, also they picked Pudge into Silencer, which is pretty rough.
I think the Weaver pause 1 is gonna have a really hard time against Nick Silencer, Faceless
Spear
Void,
break.
Spear Breaker. Yeah.
They picked it. They picked it into 2 counters because they're like, Karan, you need to solo carry us this
10
game.
seconds remaining.
Maybe it's
Well,
a
he's the. Wait, I guess
offlane?
Karan is their
Seconds remaining.
is their carry, and he drafted himself Weaver in the first round.
This is what I'm
maybe it's
confused,
position
right?
5 Weaver.
Like they see Silencer 6 pick, and then they pick literally 3 heroes that are countered by Silencer. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. They picked 2 channeling ultis.
Even Elotitan has a channel too. Like this is just some.
I mean, he's good
Oh,
against
my.
Faceless Void, I guess, but they already had a bunch of good stuff against Faceless Void.
Remaining.
The problem is not it countering the Faceless Void. It's that your Weaver is so countered. Like, how are you? Oof.
So what do you want to see? Like a LC last pick?
You know, I
Or
think they should.
Omni last pick?
I think they should do some pocket strat. Pull out like the Nature's Prophet mid.
It's a good Meepo game.
Oh,
I'll give you
boy.
that.
May now.
They go axe.
Question mark?
They go for the
I-
axe.
It's not a particularly good axe game either.
Wait,
Oh,
they're
I
going
forgot
mid
they-
spear breaker.
I forgot they did this.
They're going mid spear breaker, guys.
It's mid Spirit Breaker versus. I think mid Spirit Breaker is like pretty good. Sometimes.
Shall we?
Like your what is it called? Your E. It does a lot of damage to creeps, so you clear creep waves quickly.
The Ags is really good.
And the Ags is cool. He has when you play him as 4, you kind of feel like he should be a core. But when you play him as a core, you kind of feel like he should be a support. It's kind of an awkward hero that way.
So it's
But
pause
I'm
4
not-
got it.
What?
So it's like pause 4?
Yeah, well, when I play him pause 4, I'm like, I feel like I kind of want more farm and could do a lot more in fights. And when I play him offlane, I'm like, I wish I didn't farm this much. I want to be killing people. So he's just kind of an awkward hero. So maybe mid is the role? I don't know.
We'll see this game.
We'll see. I mean, Brightside did it one game previously, and it seemed like it was pretty good, but the team was pretty heavy.
This is really just such an excellent Knicks game.
Yeah, you counter Pudge, Marana, Weaver, Snapfire,
Prepare for
Elder Titan. Yeah, you kind of counter him too.
You counter the entire team.
Yeah.
I like this Radiant draft, this Dire Side draft a lot more before I learned it was a mid spirit picker, but I think I still like their draft more.
Oh my god, dude. Someone look at Axe's items. Has he been watching ROTK? Dude, what is this?
Like, if I was playing Knicks here, I'd feel pretty confident in the game.
Dude, Garda, why do you have 9 tangos?
Because he's going to play between the 2 towers. He's not going to play the lane. And honestly, that's the only way you should be playing Axe.
Guard?
Any self-respecting axe player plays between the towers.
9 tango.
I guess it's if you don't have Vanguard, you just buy Vanguard to regen temporarily, you know?
Exactly.
Oh
Nice
no.
ward, bro.
I mean, I am not an axe player, so.
Racist? What happened?
What?
He said, your colors throw me off.
Oh, I see.
I think
see.
Sonic God is doing some playing around with words right now.
The battle
I see.
begins.
Yeah, nothing too crazy though, pre-runes. Simply 2 runes going to both teams. So nothing too loud and crazy in that front.
The axe has its courier waiting at the shop already. This is some premium.
This is
play
some
here.
off-lane content. We're gonna talk about this in my next blog post.
I was
on
gonna
the
say you
off-lane.
did that yesterday and it did not go well. Your courier died.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was like no comment.
That was the warm-up game.
It was the warm-up game. I don't pay attention to my career, so it's very easy to snipe it.
This ET is should be outlast hitting the Spirit Breaker pretty hard, actually.
Yeah,
Kind of
he's got.
interesting.
Does he have way more? He's
Yeah,
got
when he uses
better
W.
animation, and he's got probably more damage.
Yeah, with the W.
When Spirit Breaker gets his Q, he can range secure though, so that'll be good. Because you can just like Q the wave. Wait, Karan is playing the Mirana?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. Bot lane, speaking of Karan, he got impaled there by Jet. A lot of damage coming out from the Dire, but Karan and typical TN remain alive for now. I'm just...
Wait, so this is a carry Mirana, not a carry Weaver?
It's a carry Mirana. It's a
It was a bad
mid-
Weaver game.
I guess that's true.
But is it ever a good Moronic question?
Well, I don't, if you're playing carry Mirana,
Oh, arrows there on the Jet.
Oh
First one's
my
there for
God.
typical TN. That's a
He walked
fantastic
back
arrow from
into it.
Karan.
he baited it with the Fury Fire.
Now
Yeah.
Hookie's there on the guard. They
Oh,
want this kill as
no.
well, but there's no arrow.
No.
Well done. Well done.
You know, the hater's gonna hate.
Now top
back.
lane there,
No.
fighting with Sonagod. The Arcane Curse is there on 2. Hook is dodged by Sonagod. Now they move to Beast 2.0. Shikushi is popped. Weaver, though, is very low.
But part of the problem though is like, it's not a good Weaver game. So when you put him on support, he actually does nothing to this silencer. Because he presses Q and he can't do anything. And once he gets E, it's gonna be even harder.
Can't wait to see what this Weaver does.
Is this the offlane Weaver or is this? Yeah, it's the offlane.
So,
Weaver.
no, it's the support.
Yeah,
right?
Weaver's
No,
is not, Weaver's not far in the top lane, I don't think. We're seeing a man fight
Yeah.
though in the top lane. Pudge is in
What?
danger, as is Silencer. Silencer is hooked. Down goes Pudge. GNG's on the run. Now Beast 2.0 is started.
Dead.
Has no Shikuchi. Should go down here. One more bash. If Sonic can hit it. Is there a bash? No, there's not.
No.
I think this top lane only gets worse though.
The Weaver is a support because they're going.
Oh yeah, because he's not last hitting. Might be.
Yeah,
It's the
go-
SF
Pudge.
player.
Got it. Well, they like splitting farm anyway, so.
We're seeing Cookie there on the next bot lane. Jet, though, appears to be fine. He's running out of courier, though, of typical TM. That courier will die. Meanwhile, top lane Pudge is being run at is Silence for the last word. Back to bottom lane, back to the courier chase.
Radiant's
It is
Dead.
done.
killed.
He actually,
Oh,
he's
one
in the
more
other courier.
courier.
Karan, what are you doing? You know Nyx is
Yes.
there. Karan!
Has been killed.
I love this content.
Karan! My lord.
They actually, with the minus armor and the Mirana right clicks and the Starstorm, they do a lot of damage.
Now
to
top
target.
lane, Hook's there on the Silencer. Silencer
Oh.
is dead. Sonagod looks to avenge it. He time walked in though. He's a little bit careful. Last word now,
I think-
still Silencer's there
He
on the
could be in
punch.
trouble.
Sonagod is low.
What
He's
could
Shikuchi
got
is
die?
two
hitting.
orange churches.
Sonagod remains alive. He's actually earned now by the Weaver. Weaver's on the tower dive. Tanks like 7 tower shots. Nobody else dies but the silencer though.
Took a few too many hits.
And now he's getting salved. Good homie support player.
Good play by GNG there. Hook though from long range. Once again, there at the silencer. If he dies, he has no TP, and he certainly will die. It appears he's being. Never mind.
No.
Sonic God comes in looking to save his 4. Beast 2.0 goes down as well. Now he time loss and finds the Pudge.
Oh,
Bot
no.
lane?
Now bot lane, Karan runs a jet, and we're seeing Garda just cutting creeps. These lanes seem very good right now for the Dire.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you want to do on X.
I like this ward too. Gives vision of any approaching heroes looking to contest axe creep cutting. So he knows Snapfire's here right now. So this is good ward from Jet.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love these deep wards. They're just faking each other out. I guess it's deny.
Sad.
Mid lane.
Yeah, it is a mixed rotation looking for Beast. They want this kill to get dash shift and Spirit
Oh,
Breaker,
the
and it
bad.
will
no.
Might
be
be
enough.
Do
Kill
that.
most of Jets. Meanwhile, top lane, Sonic got time locks away. Pudge is very low. Beast
Yeah,
2.0
right
wants
side.
to fight though.
Oh yeah, he is so. This is like part of the difficulty. Like Silencer just does a lot of damage for free to both of these heroes.
Hook ooh from long
Holy.
range barely misses.
I thought this top lane was would go worse than it is, but that's
Still
considering-
bad.
It's still really bad. Like it doesn't even matter if they kill Silencer because if you just even if they kill Void at this point it's so bad because the
Silencer
Like the
might be
Silencer
dead this
here.
time. He's being gone on the 1v2. Sonic
I
God
think
is
they're
nearby
getting
with his low range. Chronosphere is
yeah.
there on a 2. In comes Brightside. Charging right into Chronosphere. Pudge is dead. Weaver's now on the run. Is there detection? Is there time dilation? No. They do see him though. They have charge in 4, but he appears to be fine. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good enough the Dire. Seeing
Yeah.
a charge now onto Elder Titan. Can they get the kill? They have full HP and mana, and Airstrike those actually on cooldown.
Orb
and
of
also the
Corrosion.
Nyx is a little too far to follow up.
What do you think of this Orb of Corrosion on the mid lane ET?
I have no idea, dude. I have no idea.
Sounds weird.
ET is one of these heroes.
Garda's being gone on bot lane. Cookie is there. Arrow did miss though now. Brightside Shard is there. On the 2 Airstrike is there. Onto the Murano with the Impale there. On the 2. Karan leaps away. Physical TN is once again bashed by Brightside. Under that T1 tower. He will go down. So Karan escapes. His 5, not so lucky.
ET is one of those heroes I refuse to comment on because too big IQ for me. So if this
Pretty sure you're
person-
supposed to go Echo Saber.
that is-
no.
that is
And
my
now
favorite.
Karan will go down. Has one more leap left. Can he get
gosh.
away in time? Karan has the slow up the Orb of Venom, though. Can Karan escape is the question today, and the answer actually is yes. Meanwhile, top lane, they're going on to the Silencer. Arcane Curse is there, on to Beast 2.0. Pudge searches for a hook. The body block
This
is
is-
there, but the hook misses!
Oh,
It's on
no.
the Weaver!
That
Now
was
Jet has
such-
arrived. It's disastrous. They have the Impale. They will go on to the Pudge and the Weaver. Impale, though, splits the
Oh.
wickets, misses there on the both. Typical TN rotates in. And somehow nobody dies on either team.
Okay.
I don't know how Mirana deals with their heroes late game.
She doesn't.
Good
The
point.
shard? The shard is a crit, I guess?
Good point.
And then you go Divine Rapier? I don't know.
Alright, so we're going to see a fight top lane. Question is not if, but when. There are 6 heroes in the lane. Pudge
Pudge and Void
has Hook.
telling each other
They're just
secrets in the
stand-
trees.
Oh my god, this is
Somehow
Yeah.
they just don't know Sonic God's here. He is literally in between everything. Now they're diving the tower for GN, G3 under that tower now. Hook, though, it once again
Here's the
misses.
chrono.
Sonic God has Chrono. It's there
no.
on to 3.
Oh,
It's
no.
perfect. Brightside, Shard is in, hits the Mirana. Weaver goes down. Straight for silencer, but now under that tower, Dire remain fighting. Arrow is there on the bright side, but Dire have huge impale there on it too. Sonic got time locks in. Stomp misses from Elder Titan. But now Dire on the run. Shard is there on the Quran. Quran goes down. Hook is there on the bright side. Bright side goes down to the damage of Beast. Then now moves to Jet. Jet goes down. Now Sonic is on the run.
Stapler.
ET has 400 damage. Sonic
Kinda like two-shot.
Cookie, it stuns. ET though loses his damage.
He ran out of his apple.
Oh, no.
Sonic got time lock stomp. And there's no mana actually. Now it's Silencer once again TPing in. Arcane Curse, last murder there on the Pudge. Pudge is low. Pudge will go down. This Pudge.
That was sick.
Oh no. Dude, I was like, that looked like for a second like it was gonna be just so bad for the Dire, excuse me, because they just didn't have damage to go into Chrono, and then they were gonna get like, I just want to play
This ET
Diablo.
pulled out his briefcase and
It was
showed,
like slapping people.
showed everyone the business.
Oh, he built Mask of Madness.
That's what I thought it was gonna be the Echo, but this is also
This
fine.
is, this is the other build. Is this the Kbrk approved build?
No, well, I'm assuming they're gonna go Hags after this.
Sonic God's in danger. Can Pudge at long last hit the hook? Please, for the love of God, hit it. From long range, Sonic God goes
beautiful.
down.
Tip him.
Huge hook from League of Imbrance.
Didn't even lose his smoke. Still smoked.
Because he killed him.
That's a tip.
That's a tip. That's a tip.
Yep, there it is. There's the Ags queued up by the ET.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. He's got the tumblers toy.
Yeah.
Like a gap close.
Yep. Old man needs a gap closer.
I'm sorry, Badger. I feel like we're just not providing a great analysis here because we're just so confused.
Really?
What can you? I mean, how can you analyze this Dota? Mid Spirit Breaker, mid ET, Pudge who hits one hook all game. How can you analyze this?
I thought the analysis was good. I called the agonyms.
You know,
Dare you?
Kubrick's good. I'm just a feeder. Well, I'll adjust my statement. I feel like I am so lost right now.
The Marana has a Maelstrom.
Or is just like no one gonna farm the top wave on the Radiant team? Are they just gonna like walk into Chronos?
Top lane's a social construct. No one's going there. We're seeing both teams smoking into the Radiant side jungle.
How else are you gonna get Chrono on cooldown?
Good point.
Well, Blink calls there onto the Weaver. Can they kill him? Appears to be yes. Murder kisses are on the way, doing a lot of
What a
damage. Arrow is
save.
there on the bright side. Gold Sounds is now popped by GNG, canceling those kisses. Chronosphere is there on the 2. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Dire, though, on the Chrono on the 2. Flimmer's there on 15. That's some cookies away now on the Quran. Quran is low. Sonic actually is very low. Time away. The Impale is there onto 3, actually. Guarded Deb, typical TN Deb. Beast has a ton of damage. Double kill
There's a
for Quran.
There's
Yeah,
a DD on the CT.
I don't. They pick Void and they don't have any.
Hook from
damage.
long range! Arrow
No
misses.
ulti.
Oh my god, dude! Both of these drafts are so bad.
Okay, I think this is anyone's game at this point.
Oh my. They can't win. They can't win like the team fight where they have perfect vision of the other team. Get a chrono on like 3 people.
I honestly thought that the Dire had this one in the bag, but this is anyone's game right now.
Well, here's something to consider. Once Vase of
Blink?
Void gets
Something to consider is
Sandia-
ET being going on bot lane. Arcane Curse,
just
last
TP, right?
are there. He did. He's now TPs, but not in time. Down goes Elder Titan.
They took a little while.
Now Weaver may be in danger again. Brightside charges in. They see the Weaver. Blink Call and the Impale are stacked. Hook misses. Cookie hits. Time Lapse is used, but it's into their strike of Brightside. Beast 2.0's on the run, but he won't be on the run for very long. He'll be dead quite soon. Calling Blade will miss, but it will not matter. Double
Dude,
kill there for the
everyone's
Dire.
missing spells. Just all around. This is just like it's.
I'm triggered. I'm this Snapfire.
Dude, are
No
people
one's
like...
handshaking me.
All right, Atos Hook are there on the GNG into the Impale on 3 by Jet into the Blink Call there on 2 as well into Sonic God's Dilation. Down goes Pudge, down goes Snapfire. It's a favor silence. Now Karan is in a bit of danger.
Dude, we were flaming
Nice,
them, and then
Is
they
this
just
what's
hit.
called the Caster's Curse?
This is welcome.
Dude, they hit like a beautiful, like, 3-person impale into a call.
Am I
Lovely.
experiencing what's called the Caster's Curse?
As I said, welcome.
Oh my god. You know, at least you're not Kyle. That guy's like the most cursed. Ugh. Sag.
Well,
Alright.
we almost have a blade mail on the axe, which is going to be really strong.
That's good. He can, can he maybe one-shot the Murana with blade mail? That would be a big problem if it's enough damage.
Murana is certainly not a tanky hero.
I mean, the other thing is, I rarely see Murana core, so I don't even know if she has enough damage to kill herself on blade mail. If she's not
You can
leap.
find a couple Sumail replays.
I don't think quite yet, but I mean, it's one of those things where you have your own damage plus the axe damage. It should be able to kill her. We're seeing though an attempt on the axe in the bot lane. They know he's there, but
I mean, they've got this big Atos.
Atos Pudge is really when you've just given up.
Yeah.
Badger? He's so dejected.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know what to say about this Dota game until team fights happen, because, like, usually you can apply things like, you know, you can apply past experience.
Well,
You
the
can do
ET is
meta-analysis.
dead.
You know, ET's being gone on by 4. He certainly will go down there. Strike is there. Impale is there. Last word is there. The clone will finish on that one, so down goes Beast. But it's just, how do you analyze this game?
The other thing to note is just, like, no one is farming.
This is not...
Well, the Murana's farming.
It's like, it's just Murana and it's just Void. And it's just going to be a carry matchup. And, like, I don't think anyone thinks the Murana is going to win this carry matchup eventually.
Well, I think the Radiant team certainly has a good high ground.
Good point. I mean,
They got
Elder
the
Titan,
hook.
they got the hook.
They got the ET, they got the Snapfire.
So if I were like what are both teams like 1-7, 1-9?
1-10 and 2-7.
Okay. If I were these records, I don't know if I would honestly be patient enough to take high ground.
This will be interesting. Silence is being gone. Global Silence is there onto everyone, of course. Pudge is a target from the Dire. Impale's there onto 2. Pudge will go down. Weaver's hunting GNG. Now, Chronosphere is there. Only onto 2, actually. Murana remains low. Karan goes down, plus typical TN. Hook is there on the bright side with the Earth Splitter. They will kill Kbrk, it appears. Sonic God is low. Can he go down? Yes, he will! Now, Guard has a call there onto Weaver. Guard is on the run, but Radiant with the buyback on Snapfire have the numbers. Vessel is there on the Guard, breaking his blink, and they also see a Nyx Assassin. They want to get both. Stomp comes and misses onto everything. Garda is low. Garda is the Flashikuchi. Garda calls for the arm, but can he survive? Meanwhile, the Impale is there onto the Pudge. Jet TP's away, but Garda goes down to Beast 2.0, so it's overall a good trade for the side of the
Nyx should be tipping everybody right now.
But yeah, it's like, it's weird though. It's like, this Void has basically no synergy with the rest of his team. He actually... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think y'all are mistaken. The real carry is this ET.
Yeah, like he's actually, I was thinking about it more, like...
Look at the damage done.
Yeah, they will always have ways to kill this Void if they go into the late game. So even though the Void Murana matchup seems good, if they have it as ET, it's actually not as just in the like opening cold as cut cases you might think.
But the Murana's getting charged.
It's a big kill bot they can get at the Sonic guy, but he appears to be away. Now we're seeing a charge come through. Brightside is the target. Pudge TP's away from the fight for some reason. Now, Pigpole's there from Brightside. Sonic got engaged on typical TN. Impale is there as well. Snapfire is actually hooked away in time. But Garda calling blades that man easily. Now Atos is there onto the axe, but that man is an axe, so he's fine.
He didn't buy the Atos for the hook. He bought it for the arrow.
Yeah,
easy.
It's definitely been interesting, the order.
The order of operations.
Order of operations, yeah.
I feel like. I mean, I don't. I feel like. I feel the weird thing for me is about the Dire has a decent number of good players, and like sometimes they seem to be comboing their spells well, but sometimes it's just like all over the map.
Been
It's
there.
not. It's just not consistent. Is it? Do you think it's like comms breaking down? Like what do you think's happening? I mean, and also they have like 3 melee heroes in a void, and 2 of them are cores. It's hard to cast spells.
If Radiant are paying attention to it, seen the smoke, apparently they weren't. Blink calls there onto Mirana into the charge,
Oh,
into even a
no.
global silence. Bit overkill there, but the carry of Radiant is in the grave now for almost a minute. Hook comes in, but it's a good bit short. So no vengeance.
Morano's going Gleipnir instead of, I don't know, BKB?
BKB, Manta, Lotus Orb, Yules, fucking Aeon Discs, anything.
Well, he is
Yeah,
the
it
character.
could be a Manta too. True.
Yeah, it could. I don't. I feel like they do kind of have damage issues. So even though it sounds like a meme to go first item Gleipnir with the ET, it does kind of deal with their damage issues, and they have.
You know,
three
you're
melee
right. This ET is the carry. Let's
Because-
talk about ET items. Daedalus? Is that what you go after?
Might as well.
So you've got Ags, so that's basically a BKB, right?
Alright, Hook
Yeah.
is there on the guard. A big kill if they can get it. He's being dismembered by the Pudge.
The
Arrow comes in
Arrow
on the guard.
connects.
Guard actually will go down, and now
Do
chasing
they have
down
a
the
secondary
GNG.
stun? Oh, doesn't matter.
Maybe a
Usually
blink.
Maybe.
Tower is under attack.
And now
Wait,
she Radiant head to bright
honestly-
side.
I think he might want like a silver edge, and then just like catch Void with his pants down. Like, cause if Void doesn't have his ult, and he has his Q, you can just like walk up to him when you got a bunch of damage and just like 2-shot him from invis. I don't know.
That's definitely true. I guess for me, I just don't like overcommitting Invis. They're already buying Dust for this Weaver.
Oh, they have the Mirana
And
too.
Mirana.
Yeah, so that's a. But I do agree that he needs like a gap closer item or like some item
Going back for the Echo Saber? Unacceptable.
that's really bizarre, honestly. Like, what is the point of Mask of Madness Echo Saber?
A lot of attack speed, I suppose. I mean, it's just.
It's
I'm sure crit is better at this point, but crit is also more expensive. Well, that's not Crystallis, but still. Blink calls there on difficulty and Arrow comes in, but it misses this time. Airstrike is there on difficulty and Impale comes in. Down goes Snapfire. Radiant probably should run. Beast 2.0 is now hit by the time dilation. What has Shikuchi in time?
and the axe can't blink because of the
Bugs.
vessel and the bugs. I do think that you are right about the no high ground. The other thing is Dire doesn't really Void's like not the best building hitter, and they have 3 melee cores. So going high ground could be tough.
Especially against an ET.
Especially if they're not really like taking Roshan. Like I think they want to like take a team fight, kill the
Radiant are
Elder
in
Titan.
Moonlight Shadow. They see Garda. Atos is there. Call is there onto the Weaver. But now Arrow will miss. Will Silence comes out and Dire. Engage onto the Pudge. Pudge goes down. Sonic God searches. Time lapse is there from the Weaver. Mirth Kisses are used. But now they have they're trying to engage onto the Weaver. They simply cannot get it. Now Dire are the ones who are on the run for. Now Karan is leaping in looking for Jet. The Impale is there onto the Mirana. Nyx goes down, as does G&G. Blink calls once again there onto Karan, though. Karan dies calling Blade. Now Cookie is there, but misses the stun. Everybody Strike is there onto the Weaver. And they will kill Weaver as well. Now it's Beast. The only core left in the Radiant who's on the run may have some damage, but he's in mind the Chronosphere, of course.
You gotta go for this Chrono.
I thought they were going to.
I was like, that would be wild.
Because you
Man,
still get
God.
bashed by Time Lock, but it wouldn't be any Time Lock damage, right? If you did that.
No, he got the shard on Faceless Wood. That's like seems like quite the early shard.
Not a fan.
Huh.
See,
Interesting.
I think he's building an Echo Saber, right?
No, he had Echo before, he just assembled it for SNY, and now he just
Now he has a
has
castle.
an Oblivion staff.
Get a call.
Maybe he can No, there's nothing about that. He's not buying Orchid, he's not buying Echo again, he's not buying Mage Slayer, so...
You got a Mage Slayer.
Why? Justify the Mage Slayer on Face's Blade. Tell me why you should buy this game.
Snapfire magic
Snapfire.
damage.
Oh, the
Mirana
Elder
magic
Titan.
damage.
The Elder Titan.
Titan.
Natural order.
True.
Easy Badger.
Yeah, there's no way that's good. There's no way that's good.
That's why you pay us the big bucks, right?
Exactly. That's the deep analysis. Did
yeah.
you know Bane has healing reduction?
Yeah, on a feel, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not quite sure what Brightside's up to, but he's certainly up to it right now. He's just invis bottom lane. What do Dire see, actually? They see some stuff.
You know, one of the weird things about Brightside's build this game is he didn't get Bulldoze until level 10. And I think Bulldoze is just a really good spell.
I agree. I think Bulldoze is the best spell.
I feel like he had a lot of deaths because he just didn't have status resistance. But that's just me being annoying.
He's just playing supports mid, you know? He's not even building to be a mid lane, he's just building to be a force Spirit Breaker. But just with more money.
I mean, I feel like you're not wrong. He played Viper last game. He's the captain, and he's such a support player that they were able to convince him to play Viper. And between he had to all chatted that he didn't want to play Viper.
Okay, Radiant have smoked as 4, Dire smoked as 3. We're going to see a fight here by the Roshan, a bit to its left, and now Jet is invis. Pop smoke, Blink calls there on 2. Good target if they can get it. Arrow missed on the Sonic God. Now the Impale's there on the 2 guys. While BKBs on top of both teams. Glow Silence is there. Beast goes down. Huge kill to get. And now down goes the Pudge. They head to Karan, the last core of the Radiant. Sonic God searches. Karan leaps. Chrono. No Chrono. Blink Call misses as well. So they will let the Mirana get away. But as that happened, it was GNG and Jet who killed typical TN in the backline. So a 3-for-0 trade. All Dire. It's not even a trade. It's simply a, hey, we take kills and we walk away and we lose nothing.
Yeah, you can't take that fight after the ET dies.
Yeah, they don't really. Mirana has a glide in here, but no damage. There's like kind of damage if you can stand there and click you, and they don't cast charge or anything else on you.
Well, Karan's being gone on. Blink calls once again there. Karan is already half HP.
And
Weaver,
he's
though,
out
is
of
looking to
lead,
help
so
him.
he could be in trouble.
And Karan... Actually, there's no mana for Culling Blade, thanks to... Not sure why, but there's no mana regardless. Now Guard is being run down by the Weaver, but Guard is an axe and is tanky. He will TP away in time, it appears. Meanwhile, it's Pudge who sees Nyx. The Impale is missed. Atos is there onto the Nyx. Incompetence gets his hook goes onto the Weaver once again. And now Beast goes in aggressively, looks for Sonic God. Man fights there. Chronosphere is there, though, onto the ET. Is there enough damage? Perhaps. He's very low already, and now down goes the ET. Now, Temper is there onto the Nyx, but Radiant cannot fight this fight. Carapace is there, starting onto 2, into the Impale on 2. As that happens, typical TN goes on by Sonic God. Down goes Snapfire. Airstrike is there on the Pudge. Pudge will go down. Jet will go down. Weaver will time lapse. Actually, we're seeing an arrow there on the axe, but Weaver is still the target. So Weaver may... No, never mind. No, the time dilation is there. Charge is there. Weaver tries to run, but this is perhaps futile, perhaps not. No, he's dead.
This is just... I mean, you know, at least you get the giggle because you got to arrow the enemy team randomly.
Right.
You know, you gotta look on the bright side. And we've got bright side, so.
I'll say that
Not bad.
some of these hooks have been a little anti-synergy.
Yeah, Weaver runs in so that he can block the hook.
Well, Radiant Glyph, perhaps the last time in this series. Atos Hook is there, on a Silencer, into the Gleipnir there, on a 2. Silencer should go down
The
here.
silencer ult.
Chard is there, though, onto the Pudge. Brightside may be in danger. Earth Splitter misses, but it zones Brightside away from his team. He's trying to run. It appears to be futile. It is futile. So Radiant actually pick up 2 and deny their tower. Okay. Interesting.
Base held.
Oh, team tip. You know, that's a good sign. You know, you're gonna get your 2-4 win, one of which was against Antimeta.
Wait a minute, we're seeing a stomp there onto the Axe. Axe has BKB, has Call, but if they can break his blink, they can kill him. But never mind, they did not break the blink. He is away.
Honestly, Guard has been a beast this game.
I would say he's been a beast of the whole series. I mean, he's been very
that
good this series.
Dawnbreaker was quite impactful.
For most of this game, Axe has been #1 in network. This man is owning.
Yeah. I mean, he's like so fast. They don't really have any ways to kill him.
I mean, he got to kind of play by himself the majority of the early game.
Yeah. No, you just have these like 3 beef Zillas that are kind of hard to kill, and then a sort of low damage carry. But they're Weavers farmed.
But hey, they're Weavers farm. No, this ET certainly. I mean, this Radiant lineup I think certainly has the potential to win a team fight high ground.
Yeah, I believe
Radiant are in Invis as 5. The charge gave them vision. BKB are there from the Dire Call is there. Onto Infinite Impale there. Onto Murskis is pop. Now Glow Silence there. Onto all 5, of course. ET is the target. Chronosphere is there. Onto down goes Beast. Karan now the target. He may just die here. Is there more stuns? Not needed. The dash is there. Down goes Karan. They hit the Pudge. Pudge is dead. All 3 cores of the Radiant are now in the grave. All 3 have no buyback, and we are now at the 11th hour of this game. Weaver is called. The Radiant are running out of abilities to play Dota. Dire may look to break high ground here.
I never thought about this because it's never come up because I don't like the Elder Titan hero. Not because I think it's bad, just because, not me. But Global Silence is pretty good versus Elder Titan Axe because you can just ult before he casts W and he just doesn't have BKB in a fight.
That's right.
So, yeah, the Elder
Same
Titan,
with Spectre.
Yeah, that's true too.
Quick Call is there once again on Snapfire. Impale is there. Charge is there. He's actually time-lapse by Weaver, though. Weaver actually paying off.
This is really strong.
Now, Garda is forced to BKB, and Airstrike is there, though. On Typical TN, Hook is there, though. On the Sonic God, he'll time walk away. Down goes Typical TN, they charge there. Onto the Pudge. Pudge is impaled. Pudge is bashed. Pudge is dead.
Are we going to get an all chat from Pudge from that, or no?
Apparently not. We're seeing a stomp, though, onto nobody. They get a good split there, dodging that stomp. And now Gladpeer's there, onto 4. Arrow comes in, Sonic God time walks in time. Jet not so lucky, goes down. Radiant pursue outside of their base. Who can they find? They may find Death. Right side is BKB, the time walk, and the charge onto ET. In comes Swarm, looking to save his ET. But now it's ET, man fighting Beast, Dash. Beast time lapse to full HP again. Radiant are in it. Down goes bright side. Garda low. Can Garda go down? Garda goes down. Now Sonic got on the run. Has time walk. He's on the run. Will actually escape. But now GNG is target. Vessel is there. That man is being run down by 4 heroes. He certainly will go down at some point unless he's a miracle worker. He's now dead.
0 racks lost. 0 racks lost.
Yeah. Kbrk. 0 racks lost.
So Weaver eggs.
Keep objective-based gamer here. But yeah, that was actually an impressive hold too. That Elder Titan,
Weaver Eggs, incredible.
Yeah, he got saved by the Weaver Eggs, and now he has this cleave talent. Ooh, it's a little scary.
I'm not gonna lie. I think why not just go BKB on this Elder Titan?
Yeah. That if you know just have 2 BKBs. I think it's totally legit. You don't need damage, right?
You could have used the Daedalus, I think, but at this point, I think you get the BKB.
Well, because you don't want to have a fight where you just don't cast any spells.
No, has the Aegis though.
He might get crit because he has Aegis now. That might be okay. I don't know.
I'd say
not a carry
big
player.
pickup though. That's a good Aegis there for the Elder Titan.
Oh yeah, this game is not over yet.
It's less over than I might have made it sound, but that's perhaps because I'm a caster and I like to be dramatic.
Well, I think it's certainly one team fight away from being over for the Radiant, but not for the Dire.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. They probably have to win 3 to 4 team fights to feel like they're ahead.
I love how Elder Titan is 8k away from being the most farmed hero on the map, yet he's still the most powerful hero on the map right now. I'd love to see it.
With this cleave talent?
He is the most powerful hero on the map as long as he gets the cast spell.
Well, Nyx is being gone on. He's stunned by
Really
his Counterblast is there. Jet is now very much in the grave for 50 seconds. He does have buyback, though.
Really well done on the stun by the Snapfire.
Boom.
Catch the Nyx before they could
Before he could hit the Carapace, yeah.
What's
There's
Garda?
a DD bottom.
Are they gonna look for Garda? Oh, he's fast.
They looked for the stomp, but it was not hit. Now we're seeing a charge onto Beast. He has Aegis, though, so it'll take him more than one kill to get him. Now Radiant are on the retreat. Dire are smoking. They have a DD on Sonigod. Could be a huge chrono. Call from Garda misses. Sonigod searches. Atos is there, but Garda has a big KB. He's not eaten by dismember.
Oh, the
Global
stomp.
Silence come. We're seeing chronos here onto Weaver. Weaver is focused. Weaver will go down. Now Brightside man fights. Loses that man fight. He's now dead. 1 for 1 so far. Dire look to pursue 4 more. Steinlock in on Pudge. Meanwhile, Karan kills GNG. Brightside fights back. League of Merns goes down. And focus typical TN. Snapfire goes down. Karan Gleipnir's on 2. Can they get kills though? Aegis is there though.
no.
On
Okay.
Sonigod. Sonigod is slept. He's hooked to be time walks away in time.
What?
Radiant pursue. Can they get him? Appears to be no charge there from Brightside onto Karan once again. Now Brightside's on the move, trying to juke. Now Jet engages, but Beast pops his Aghanims, survives on that one. Now Sonigod is there. We're seeing a nurse right there onto Karan. We're seeing a bite there onto Sonigod. Sonigod will kill Pudge. Now Stomp is there onto Sonigod. Earth Splitter comes in. Can they get this is void?
dead.
Yes, they will. They now head to Brightside. Ooh, the bash is there. Town goes Brightside. And
What?
that's a dieback on
They're
Brightside.
doing it.
No.
I will say though, they definitely should kill the Void first time.
There's no way Gregory and the Cool Kids throw yet another game, right? There's no way.
I don't know, dude.
Right?
I don't know.
If you throw once, you can always throw again.
They were so disconnected in that fight. They were just like, go, go, go. They missed the call, right? They
They need to
forced the
deward all this.
BKB on their axe. I don't think they need to fight. Like, how does the other team engage with, like, they connected Chrono onto, like, a Weaver, right?
Yeah, you can't chrono a solo weaver. You
Yeah.
can't.
I feel like they're just rushing because they know they have the advantage, right? And
And
they're
you still
like,
have
they know
Aegis
these
for
people, you know, this is not the most, I would not say this is an optimal team. So they're like, let's get it over with. But it just seems like some rushing. That's how I would describe it.
Well, mid lane, Jet is the target. Carapace to stun on the ET, though. Now Karan leaps in. Gleipnir's once again there onto Jet. Will go down to Morse Kisses from typical TN Radiance. Once again, I've staggered the respawns of the Dire, and now Pudge searches for a hook.
Hey, you gotta be careful. They don't want to get, if they start getting hooked on heroes, that could be a real problem.
Now Sonigod, though, he is in a dangerous spot.
That was a deep
Atos,
TP.
a good force staff there from GNG, staying alive.
GNG.
They're gonna get this tower.
I forgot this silencer has this Ags item.
Has fallen.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Radiant's
Dire are
Well-
aware of this ward, though, so that will die quite soon. We know that much.
Crystallis. Crit on the ET.
You love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
won't
mean,
he
no
won't he
Aegis,
like
though.
one shot him now?
With the Echo, I think so.
Yeah, I think he probably one shot Void, and his Void with if he gets a crit, right? Because
Yeah, of course.
Void he he did 2/3 his HP in an Echo hit, which
Oh,
means
he
if
has
crit-
Butterfly now though, so
yeah
plus backtrack.
So it's actually unlikely now. I mean, we're still on the. There's always a chance, you know,
Oh, there's always a chance.
which is really scary.
And I know Dire are in the winning position, but it just doesn't seem like they have the killer edge right now. They're smoking us by. They need this to connect, or else the game's going to slip out of their hands, perhaps. But they have the Chrono and the Blink Call, of course. Big plays are possible, of course. But they're nowhere near the Radiant team. Radiant are 5-man Moonlight Shadow top lane, so it's...
I mean, this is interesting. I feel like
They both want to win. You could tell.
The team that
Oh,
The
no.
fight location is the
has better
Radiant
vision.
side Tri-Camp. Radiant are walking
Oh,
right
no.
into Nyx Assassin. Impales there onto the ET. Candy of Blink Call is there. Into the charge. Into Global Silence. They focus down the ET. ET is dead. He has no buyback. Radiance are on the run. Dire pursues. Sonic God has Chrono. Can use onto 2, but he's stunned by Cookie. And now, typical Tien is a target. He's one man Chrono on the Snapfire. He's dead. Now, Dire pursue out the Weaver. Weaver goes down, as well as 3 kills now for the side of Dire. And only one has buyback. It may be high ground time. They have a wave middle lane. They can bring it in and begin to do some structural damage.
The Weaver has Flicker to remove the global silence, but the Weaver got called by the X. So couldn't save the ET there.
Alright, arrows. Plural arrows are there. One actually manages to stun Brightside somehow. Weaver buys back, but this is a hard defense. Gleipnir roots once again onto 2, but the melee racks, I should say, are dead. Range racks will join them. Now Dire head for a second set of racks bottom. Snapfire's up in 5. Arrows come in, stunning on the Jet this time. It will be 2 sets of barracks, though. A massive lead for the side of Gregory and the Cool Kids.
Can they maybe even go 3? Like, do they have damage to kill them without other something?
I don't think so.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're invisible with shadow arrows. One from the Sada God. Hook is there. He's under tier 4s. Can they get him? No, they cannot. In comes Blink Call. Onto Weaver. Charge comes through. Onto the Pudge. Now Dire retreat from the tier 4 towers. They return.
Racks, though.
Should they run away?
They might run because the ET's respawning.
Yeah, as long as they play around ECP, I think.
Yeah, like they just took a bad fight. They've been winning all these fights in their high ground, but every time they take a fight outside, they've been losing it.
You know, this is showing good patience from Dire.
Well, the patience is not on the Radiant side, though. They smoke S5, but it's into the burrow of Nyx. Do they have detection? They don't, apparently. Now, Beast 2.0 is a target, as is the Punch. Impale is there. Blink Call, no, stop us there in time to cancel out. Blink Call. Arrow, into Earth Splitter, into Dead Garda. Global Silence is there, but it's far too late. Radiant pursue, looking for more. They see 2. The charge is there onto the ET. Inkasaka Corner Fierce there on the 3. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Impale is there onto the ET. Beast may go down. Beast 2.0 is dead. Jet is the trade. Elder Titan buys back, but Weaver has no buyback. Nyx buys back as well, and Amrana is the target. Amrana will go down. And now Beast, the Elder Titan, he is the lone alive man. He's fighting in the 5.
That was really well played by Brightside.
And they'll dive him under the tier 4s. Charge is there. The bashes will be there. They'll try to man fight desperately. Brightside low, but Beast lower. He's dead. It's a full 5-man wipe, and this game is over.
Yeah, that's GG.
That was
well
quite
played by the
impressive Elder Titan performance, so well played.
That made me want to play ET.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to watch, the EG at least.
Yeah. ET4 maybe?
I think it's not bad.
Alright, they've canceled the GG, but the result is the same. There are no base defenders.
Okay. Does this break any rules, admin?
I don't care. Actually, it does. I think it does, but it's already over. I mean, what are we gonna do? Fourth the team's already gonna lose? Like, it's over. They're
By the way, the
Silencer
Silencer bought a basher.
Sonic God actually might die for this.
And the Nyx.
Now Pudge is the target. Jet is dead. Sonic God is low. Sonic God is Atos. He's still alive thanks to his backtrack. That's... Alright then, that's a 2-0 victory for the side of Gregory and the Cool Kids over Antimeta. And Antimeta are now mathematically eliminated from playoffs at 1-11. I believe they are the first team in the league to get that distinction. But yeah.
I mean, it seems like they're having fun.
Yeah.
I hope.
I hope so too, but that's what it seems like with those picks.
I think at least some of them are having fun. I think that Elder Titan definitely had fun in that game.
I hope they are. Because if they're not having fun, then they're getting nothing out of this league. But yeah, actually, I'm going to bring in Sonigod for a bit of an interview real fast. Let's add Sonigod to this call. Let's just add, there he is. We are now being joined by the victorious carry player for the first time this season, Sonigod. How are you tonight?
Dude, we won a series.
I know, it's a miracle. It feels good.
Great. Yeah. That was was quite the unexpected happenings, but we'll take it.
So your team has 5 bashers, and you played Spirit Breaker mid. What are your thoughts on this strategic choice here?
I mean, the only way we were going to kill this Elder Titan was by bashing him, because, he has the spell immunity. So we just figured if we all got bashers, we would be good to go.
Well then, you went mid Spirit Breaker. What's the idea behind that? That seems very bad. It seemed very bad this series.
It is. It's a cool hero. I don't know. I know that one team, PSG LGD, was picking it a lot, but they're fucking amazing. So I don't know really how that translates into like it actually being good or not. But it fits our playstyle really well because we just ape around. So right side playing Spirit Breaker mid kind of allows us to ape around. Nothing wrong with that.
Question: you built 2 Falcon blades on Juggernaut. I'm just curious. Is that a thing?
So the BSJ video highlighted Arteezy doing it. Came out this morning.
Oh no!
And I played a pub at noon today on my lunch break, and I went the double Falcon Blade, and there was a teammate who was griefing, and even though he was griefing, the items felt actually pretty good. So I was like, okay, I'm going into this series. I got 4 people I know aren't going to grief me. Let's see how it goes. And I mean,
yeah, it was a great performance.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely the Son of God show.
Yeah, it was I'm sure it was the double Falcon Blade.
No, I was just curious.
A lot
I've
better
never
than it
seen that
sounded.
before.
Yeah. It's a cool idea because it gives you 400 health, so it gives you the HP that you want to fight early with on Jug, because normally you're going either Battle Fury or the Maelstrom Rush, and you still don't have the HP to fight. And then you can just spam Q off cooldown is, I guess, the idea behind it. It feels really nice for farming, at least. So, I mean, maybe it's not as fast farming, but what you're sacrificing.
It helped you fight because you had like 2 other scaling heroes, so it seemed cool.
Yeah. Definitely try it out some more, but we'll see. That was like.
I'm going to bring up your opponent's drafts. What the hell were you guys thinking when they picked these 2 drafts? Because we were surprised with both of these drafts for obvious reasons.
Yeah, we were surprised with the game 1 draft, and then just based off of what that game 1 draft was, we went into game 2 with, I think, 0 expectations for where heroes were going to play. And I think we were still surprised at the end of the day with the Moronic carry. Definitely thought it was going to be Weaver, but I'm sure they tried it out in some scrims and it went how it went, and then they tried bringing it to the main stage, and the Mr. Trick and the Manlets were just too strong for them, I guess.
All right then, you guys have any more questions for our man Sonagod?
I'm cool, man.
Yeah, those are some cool games. You think Jug's a good hero on this?
I'm not sure. The only reason I wanted to play it was, I mean, like, Jug's my most played hero, and whenever it's a good hero to play, obviously it's fun to do it. But it has been feeling like pretty shit in the patch. But with the Falcon Blade rushing, it felt like it would maybe something fun to try out, and it did feel pretty strong. So I don't know if that necessarily makes it a good hero, but people don't know how to play against it, I guess. So it doesn't hurt.
I mean, you
hopefully
made a ton of space.
Yeah.
Which is good on a carry, and I think there were just like some times where it was like awkward with the ult, and the ult being an awkward spell sometimes.
Yeah.
But other than that, it seemed like it had a lot of impact.
Yeah, I had some questionable ults that game for sure. At least the first couple.
Hey Sonagod, you still streaming after this interview?
Well, I mean, if you're just gonna give me viewers, I guess I kind of have to, right?
I'll send over the raid once
Wow.
I'm done with this one. But we'll go person by person. We'll go through the line here. Start with Kbrk. Do you have any final words, shoutouts, calls to say to the people of League of Lands and twitch.tv/BadgerPablo?
It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing against everyone here, and hopefully make some good content.
What group are you? Are you Group B or A?
Group A, I think.
Playing you. I think we're playing you.
I was about to say, if you were hoping to play us in playoffs, we're still trying to figure that one out. So okay, we
Well-
will actually end up playing you guys.
Yeah, I think you're in our next set of series.
All right, cool. Yeah, it'll be quite the games, I'm sure.
And,
I'll be looking out for the Falcon Blades.
Yeah, who knows, man? After this week, it might just be like, this is just shit. But you know, you
gotta try it out.
Yeah.
Same question for Hobbes. Any final words, call shots to say to the people?
I had fun. Thank you.
Very cool. And thank you for you two for joining me. Sonagod, I'll ask your final words, but I will be sending the viewers your direction anyways if you have any words for them. My name is Badger. Thank you for joining me on the cast, Hobbes and Kbrk. Thanks for Sonagod for joining me on the interview. Congrats on the 2-0. On the cast your games, cast your tournaments. Contact me on Discord. It's Badger number 5713, or on Twitter. It's twitter.com/BadgerDota2. We'll be back tomorrow, and I will be back Friday. I am casting Earning the Winds, taking on 5 above-average dudes at 9 p.m. EST, and then Friday I'll be casting Note taking on Dog Owners at 9 p.m. EST as well. But as per always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.